It's been a bit of a funny 5 minutes, okay? So setup-wise for me is good, okay? Just want to make sure we get those hands, again, a little bit, as we said,
A little bit more
forward. They could probably go from where they are to like there. That'll just get the shoulders round a little bit more. I think you maybe actually move them forward a bit there now, to be fair, which you do. So there you go, the hands are moving forward now, you can see. So length of swing for me is important, okay? If you go back too short, this is basically the same putt pretty much, okay? This was your length of backswing before, okay? This is your length of backswing now. So you're taking the club back the distance here to get the power on the way through, where before you were going back here and then just whoosh. That was like a full pitch with the golf ball. You came through the golf ball here now. A lot of follow through there. Whereas this one here now, you throw into that position. It's still a bit longer than before, but again, we're starting to get at least kind of an equal-ish length rather than really short and then really long. And to be honest with you, Steve, if you went from where you were to 50-50, it feels so strange. So it's going to feel a little bit weird now anyway, but gradually sort of just change. The way to think of it is almost like change where the middle part of the putt is. At the moment, what used to be the middle part of your swing was about there somewhere. Very much late in the hitting position, round the corner to the left, okay? As opposed to being more at the base of the ball there where the swing up wants to bottom out, yeah? Equal distance both sides. And almost a slight kind of deflection, slowing down. As you're doing with the putt there, just letting the club just swing in your hands. Just a natural swing this way as opposed to kind of here and shoom through the golf ball. The other thing to remember, okay, when you're hitting these putts, okay? The club is actually sort of following on this path as you go back. It is a slight curve in and around. It's not straight back through, because if you go straight back through, you'll tend to go that on the way through and just curve it round to the left. And a lot of your putts, especially the long ones that start you aiming a bit too far, are almost pulling it left. Added to the fact the follow through is quite a long one anyway, almost releasing the club more than you want to, okay? I mean, that sort of length follow through there would be sort of 50, 60 plus feet, because your backswing would be sort of over here as well. So getting that kind of swing, you can just do back and forward, just doing this. If the length of swing is the same, this movement here now won't feel so awkward coming back. Okay, if you went that far through here and then back here, just a very kind of jerky motion all the way back there, then stopping here just wouldn't sit well. You'd be like, well, that club wants to keep going further. Now I've gone back this far, I want to come back this way, and you get that kind of almost like office stress ball kind of move. Once the weight and the momentum of that club's going, just let it go that same length there. Don't try and sort of stop it and hit it harder and adjust. But setup-wise, once you've got the hands further forward, get those shoulders round, certainly more square to target, rather than aiming left, and get your eye line left. And then from there, just fitting a little bit of a curve inside and around rather than straight and then left. Practice-wise, what I would suggest, as we sort of mentioned today, put those two objects on the outside of the golf ball there now, okay? And just practice swinging through them, okay? As that gets easier, make them closer together. Okay, and if you can do a lot of putts there, swinging between those sort of blue dots this way, consistently, just unless you do swings back and forth like this, back and forth continually, go for like 10 times in a row, and then make them closer, and then put two objects down, kind of here and here. Can you start the ball? Can you start the ball in line through that gap? Yeah, you can do that. You can start the ball on line. That's a good test that you can actually get the ball aiming to where you want to go and start it there. Can you roll the ball? Use the blue line on your any line on your golf ball to see how that ball's rolling. So all these different checks. And the thing with putting is you can hit a perfect putt and miss. That's just a statement of fact, okay? Dave Peltz did a study years ago. He went on a green with a machine that hits perfect putts from somewhere here to number 2 or 3. 100 putts from there. Worked at the break, hold 100 putts in a row. In the evening after the Pro-Am, where there have been like, say, 70 plus pros, the caddies, the playing partners, hit the same 100 putts, hold 35. Just because the green indentation. Out there, golf course out there, the greens aren't bad, but they're not as this. No. Okay, so you're going to miss putts. You get a perfect putt, start on a great line, hit something and veer off. What can you do about it? Nothing, okay? But if you can start the ball on line, get the ball rolling, and get the pace right with a good kind of equal swing length, at least you've done all you can kind of adjust or focus on, yeah? If you're worried about the results, I'm missing putts, and you then try to hold them or try them harder, you're going to lose. You're going to lose because you're going to miss more putts anyway. Okay, even if you're good putts. So if you can make the pace decent, your 3-putt level will drop. And again, I would try if you can to practice, even if it's like 2 or 3 minutes a day with a putter in your hand, just have the club swinging back and forth, just muscle memory with some good movements rather than if we're honest, most people's putting practice is just going to the first tee, chucking 3 or 4 balls down and hit the same but over and over again. Yeah. And by the 3rd and 4th one, you're going to get close, aren't you? And then you go, was actually nothing really. I can react. Whoop-de-doo. If you had 3 or 4 goes at throwing a ball into a basket on a fairground, you'd probably get one in, wouldn't you? Okay, but basically I'll give you 1 go or 2, whatever it may be, okay? So work on that setup. Shoulders, we say, a little bit more tilted round so they feel shut, but they actually are square. That'll change your eye and your hand position. And then focus on the length of that backswing and rhythm of the swing. It's not short and through. We want a bit longer and almost a decelerating feeling, yeah? The club kind of goes a kind of back and through with a smoother rhythm and change of direction, not a shorter hitting motion. Okay, mate? Yeah. Make sense?